It's when you and I allow our problems to seem a lot bigger than what they really are. What do I mean by that? All right, my name is Alex Duenas. I've been a coach now, personal trainer, nutrition, now mindset for the past 11 years. All right, I've been training for 18 fucking years. I haven't taken more than 2-3 days off, and that's because this ritual, the disciplines of working out and eating have given me the confidence, the courage, and the discipline to get through a lot of life's problems. Being broke, breakups, not knowing what to do in life. So my goal here is just to give you a level of wisdom. I'm 30 years old now, I live in Miami, I built 2 businesses, and it always hasn't been this way. And I still, to this day, still deal with fucking problems. Life is never perfect. Life will never be perfect. Life will always throw you problems. Things will always go not your way. You will always try to figure out why it didn't go your way. You always question certain things. And things are really gonna make you mad. Things are gonna frustrate you. Now that we have that all on the table, what can we do better? There's gotta be a better fucking way to deal with all these things, right? There's gotta be a way to operate so we can still win at life. Because there are people who are winning at life in different areas. I say all this because most of us are gonna deal with problems every single day. Now, everyone's problems are a little bit different, but we'll never forget what it all boils down to. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, and your spirituality. We can always go back down to those, right? Now, the one thing that I've noticed about my own life is when certain situations or problems seem bigger than what they really are, is because I'm more focused on why I don't have it, why is it not working, instead of what can I do instead to make it work. Whatever problem, take the biggest problem you have right now. What is your mindset towards it? Is it negative, doubtful, fearful? Or is it positive, courageous, fearless, more like a challenge, right? And if you were anything like me about an hour ago, sitting on this chair thinking, my girlfriend's on the couch, I'm thinking, how am I gonna deal with this? How am I gonna take care of what I need to take care of for us? And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. Let's go get this workout in there. I'm gonna go hit chest. You hit your workouts. Let's go. I don't want to talk. Why? Because in moments of low frequencies, moments of where you're not feeling too well, doubtful, fearful, guilty, desire, shameful, whatever it might be, whatever you're feeling in that very moment, you cannot solve your life's problems. That's something I've learned. Anytime we're in a bad mood, anytime we're in a mood, a bad one, the problems never seem to get easier. They just seem to pile on. And the biggest mistake I've made in my life is that I've tried to solve those problems in the same mindset that created those problems. What I've learned to do is to get myself back up there by helping more people or knocking out a workout. A lot of our life's problems really can change the minute we get into a more positive, optimistic, courageous, and fearless attitude. Imagine if you, in any moment, could just snap your fingers and feel fucking ready to take on whatever's in front of you. You came to the realization that, wait, I have all the tools to fix this problem. What if you can just immediately, I gotta do this, all I had to do, the answers came to you. The beautiful thing is that there is a way to do that. And it's by raising your level of frequency. It's by raising your level of thoughts. It's raising the way you feel. And so if we look at what makes a person feel good about themselves, helping somebody out, getting right into a workout, sometimes fucking sleep. Sometimes you're sleep deprived. Getting a good balanced meal, right? Because that can go 2 ways. When you're hungry, right, you can either go towards a really good fucking meal that's filled with protein, carbs, and fats that are gonna help you improve your body, or you go to a meal that's just pleasurable and then it makes you feel like shit. So now you got a double whammy. You ate something and made you feel happy for a few minutes, but then you felt like shit afterwards. So now your problems are only much bigger. Versus getting yourself a meal that you know is gonna get you towards a better body. And when your body feels better, you think more clear. It's these vices that really turn us away from what we really want, which is just answers, solutions, right? Because whatever problem you're dealing with, if you had the answer, if you had the solution to the problem, If you're not liking the way your body feels, but you knew exactly what you had to eat, you had the discipline to eat what you're supposed to eat, discipline to go to the gym, which is the answer to a lot of your problems, and you went and you did what you're supposed to do, then you would be solving the problem. We can't just sit around and hope the answers come to us. We have to get to work. You have to put in the work. If I don't have the motivation, you have to get the idea of that motivation. Think about your job. If you have a job right now, how many times a week do you wake up motivated as a motherfucker to go to work? You don't. Not every single day. How many times do you wake up tired, not wanting to go to work? Many days. How many times do you go to your job and you're mad at a coworker, you don't like your boss, and you still go? You don't need motivation to go to work, especially to a place you don't really like. The reason you go is because you're getting the result that you want from it, which is essentially money. And so if you can take that same attitude of like, I'm gonna go to the gym whether I feel like it or not, same way you do with work because you get the money, what end up happening is you'll get results from the gym, except you'll start to enjoy the process. See, that's the most beautiful thing about personal development. Once you start to learn how to develop yourself as a person and you see yourself grow, it's exciting, it's fulfilling, because that's what you ultimately have a lot of control of. You have a lot of control of your thoughts and your habits. And so if you start to build habits that grow you as a person, if you start to build these habits that make you better, make you feel better about yourself, build respect, build value, you will start to fall in love with the process of working out, eating better. And honestly, the same thing goes with scripture. I can't leave that out. Getting close to God has given me in my life a lot of clarity, a lot of peace, less doubt, less fear, more faith, more courage. Because it reminds me that God is here supporting me. It reminds me that God made me for a purpose. It reminds me that God is in control of my life as well. The things that I don't have control of, He has control of. So the only two things I have control of are my thoughts and my actions. He has control of everything else. And if we're in alignment with becoming our better self, then we were going to be giving the opportunities, which sometimes are disguised as obstacles, as a chance to better our life. See, obstacles and opportunity, obstacles are opportunity. Adversity is an opportunity for you to get better at whatever it is you must get better at in order for you to get to the next level. It's a skill. Discipline is a skill. Consistency is a skill. Comprehension is a skill. Learning more about your life, learning how life works is probably one of the best things you can do. You and I are in this game of life. Best thing we can do is learn how to play life. Be curious how to win at life if you want to succeed. Be curious about life if you want to have a more fulfilled life. You have the power within you, but you have to have the curiosity to find the answers. You have to have the curiosity to seek wisdom. King Solomon said, wisdom above all. Because wisdom are answers. Because there's not a single problem you have that someone hasn't had already. And they've solved it. And when you can learn to gain wisdom and apply the wisdom, you gain the experience. And when you gain the experience, you create somebody that you're really fucking proud of. And I truly believe our ultimate goal is to build a man that's very confident in himself, that no matter what is thrown his way, he will always find a way to make it work. We're not always given the circumstances we want, but a real motherfucker, a real man, creates the circumstances. He's giving a deck of, he's giving cards, and he plays those cards like those are the cards that he really wanted. That's what makes you impressive, is being able to be thrown anything your way. And because who you've built, who you've become, you're able to handle the situation. And that's when people start to respect you, because they see a man that no matter what comes his way, that motherfucker finds a way. He finds a way to make it work. And if you learn to talk to yourself in that way and build yourself up, build yourself up, build yourself up, then you'll start to look at adversity and problems as the cornerstone to you becoming the man that you always wanted to become, that's respected by his peers, respected by his family, respected by himself. And so you can turn up to any event, any room. You can pick out any goal. You can pick out any car, any house, any relationship that you really want, or the body you want, and know that you can actually accomplish that if you're willing to put in the work. And because you've created this person that does not negotiate with himself and has God by his side, or you are by God's side. Because God is always willing to be on your side. The question is, are you willing to be by his side? Are you willing to walk with him? Much love, fam.